Hey everybody, it is March 5th, 2021. This is Barely Controlled Chaos, and I'm Jeff. So, I've been off the air for a little over a week, and there's been a reason, obviously, and that is that I've been sick. More than just sick. I don't have the virus, don't worry. But Friday night, I was in some incredible pain, and so I had my wife take me to the ER. They determined it was a gallbladder that needed to come out. They said there might be some complications, but they didn't expect any. And so, but they wanted to send me to the bigger hospital up in the big city, the neighboring city. It's got a better hospital, it really does. And so they sent me up there. The doctor there was like, "Oh, we'll have you in and out 4 hours. Probably go home today, if not today, tomorrow." Well, 6 days later, they finally released me. There were complications on top of complications on top of complications. And I don't want to get into any details, just because I really don't. And, this isn't a sympathy thing. This is just hey, this is what's going on in my life. As you can tell, my throat's still a little raw. I've been poked and prodded and probed and multiple surgeries, and yeah, it's been an interesting week. I'm glad to be home. I am finally home, which is nice. Although I am going to be down for quite some time. There are going to be more surgeries coming, but they got to get me back to a point where I'm healthy enough to actually, I hate to say it like this, but to actually survive more surgery. So that's what I'm working on right now, is recovering. It is great to be home. I am so tired, and I hate feeling like this. I am so grateful that my wife and my kids were able to just kind of pick up and do everything while I was gone. They do that, I travel for work sometimes, and so they do that all the time anyway, but this was a stressful situation, not knowing what was going on with Dad. We left in the middle of the night. It was technically Saturday morning, but as my wife puts it, if you haven't gone to bed yet, it's still the next day, the previous day. So I guess, Friday night, Saturday morning, we woke two of the older kids up and had them take the little two. The littlest one sleeps in her bed, and then the 2-3-year-old, or the 2-year-old usually joins us at some point during the night. So we made sure that they both were with older children, and then we went to the hospital. But my kids are awesome at picking up and doing the chores and doing what needs to be done, and my wife is so supportive. She put out a post about, the wedding vows and those things that sometimes you don't always really think of when you're saying those wedding vows, especially the sickness and health. And in the last month, we've both had to do that. You're sick, you need help, and I need to, really take care of you. And when you're 20 years old or whatever, and you're saying those wedding vows, sometimes you don't really think about that. But I'm amazed at her. Not amazed. Shouldn't be amazed, because I've always known that she was this awesome, but I am incredibly appreciative of my wife and being able to do that. I'm going to digress just for a minute and talk about the hospital staff. At the hospital we went to, it was awesome. Right from the local version of the same hospital here to the ambulance to the nurses, to the ER folks when I got there, who, I was in so much pain and I was so white. They thought I was having a heart attack. They're like, oh, chest pain, get a crash cart. And no. Slowed that down. But everybody was awesome. Um, I had great nurses, an incredible doctor, um, who did, again, multiple surgeries on me to try to figure out what the heck was wrong with me. Listened to me, which in these day and age is getting a doctor that'll actually listen to you, is impressive. But yeah, it was great, and I can't say enough about the nurses at this hospital. Both the day and the night shift were absolutely awesome. Um, they just really know how to make somebody feel like they're important. Um, and I try to be as generous, or not generous, but thankful as possible for that. And I just wanted to give them a good shout out because it's important. If you live near me and you need a gastroenterologist, you don't have one, let me know. If you know who I am, where I live and so forth. I'm not going to go ahead and advertise that, but if you need a gastroenterologist for something, please let me know because I can recommend an awesome one. He did a great job following up with everything that needed to be done, and so yeah, it's been great. Not great, as great as it can be, because this has been a really rough week, and I am so incredibly thankful. There were times this week that I wasn't sure. It sounds dramatic, but I wasn't sure I was going to make it through it. I was in so much pain Friday and Saturday, and then later actually into Sunday as well. I was in so much pain I didn't know what the heck was going to happen. Even after they had removed the gallbladder, and I was still in that much pain, and they had to go back and figure out what was going on. But yeah, it's been an incredible week. Incredible in a not so great way, but still incredible. But I am back. This video is going to go up on both feeds, both the Great Heights feed and the Barely Controlled Chaos feed, because I know there's people that are out there that subscribe to one and don't the other. If you subscribe to both, I apologize about the repeat video, but I want to get it out to both of you, and I don't have the energy to finish up another video for the other feed. So it's going to go to both. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry. I will be back to trying to do daily videos. Some of it's going to be how I'm healing. And if you don't want to follow that, I understand. And as soon as I get back outside, we'll start working on the Great Heights videos as well. I actually had some thoughts about some Great Heights videos about kitchen essentials and cooking, things that I can do inside that don't really require me to put out a lot of effort. Maybe I can get some of my kids to help with the actual heavy lifting, and I'll just do some talking, which is probably about as much as I can do at the moment. Yeah. So that's it. I prayed all this week. I know that a lot of people reached out to Cheryl and reached out to me, and your thoughts and prayers are so appreciated. And I can't say enough how much I appreciate your help and your support for that. And so everything is okay. The end result is that everything is okay. And we're going to be okay, and I'm going to be okay. This is a minor hiccup that turned into a little more than just a small hiccup, but we'll get past it, and we'll be able to move on, and life will go on. So, all right, let's finish up with a prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. And we'll see you next time.